Yo, guys, how's it going? Welcome to another stream. Hope everyone's good. I'm sorry for the delay, guys. I was just getting a coffee from the cafe next door, but we're here now. How is everyone doing? If you're just tuning in, let's see who's here. Drop a comment in the chat and let's see who's here, guys. Good to see everyone here as normal. Let's go through the chat. Raul, welcome, bro. Good to see you here, mate. Darren, how's it going, bro? Welcome. Yeah, welcome, Darren, Brett, mate. Let me get my mic here. Let me get onto my chart. Sweet. Beautiful. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Juggy, Angie, what's up? Aspen, how's it going, bro? Warrior, here he is from TikTok. Good to see you here, man. Kay, Thukral, welcome, bro, welcome. Andy, Tyler, Harsh, welcome. Mayor, everyone's here. The full gang's here. What's up, everyone? Good to see everyone here. Yeah, like I was saying, I've just got my coffee from next door. And I'll start breaking these charts down. There's no news today, so you don't need to worry about any news coming out and preventing me trading for the stream. So whatever happens today is all pure price action. Okay, so yeah, looking forward to trying to catch another win. We did catch a win yesterday on stream. It'd be good to back that up today with another win. But let's see what the session brings. Like I say, I'm not trading. Let me just turn this light on, guys. One sec. Perfect. Nice. Yeah, so I'm not like I say, I don't just trade because I'm on stream. I want to find a position. No. I simply trade. If a setup presents itself. Okay. I'm not just gonna force a position. We'll have a look at gold, break gold down in a second. Hey brother, how can I get in connected with you? Drop me a message on Instagram or TikTok, either one, mate. Or if there's anything that I can answer whilst I'm on stream, just drop me a message and put a message in the chat and we can talk about it on stream. Deegs is here. Welcome, bro. You're going to be trading gold or NAS? I'm going to be trading both. Yeah, I'm going to be trading both today. On stream, I always trade both NAS and gold. NAS has already gave a beautiful entry to the downside here, though. I know a few of the guys in the mentorship, in the community, caught this trade. And this was an absolute beauty. Very nice closure below. Rejected this level too. Closed below this level for sells, full risk sells. Pushed down this level here, first targets. And then the rest into these lows here. Beautiful trade. Seriously, can't complain with that. That's as clear cut as it needs to be on Nasdaq. Like I say, I was away from 10 o'clock until 12, so I wasn't even trading for like 2 hours. I've only just come back onto the charts now. Hence why my charts haven't really been updated. But we'll update everything right now. Okay, we'll update everything right now, guys. I feel like gold's going to push further or create another low, potentially. Like I say, I'll break gold down first. And I'll be there to capitalize on it if it does break below. Hourly. DK, is the Awanda gold chart valid? On my MGC chart, the liquidity you marked has already been taken. Yeah, DK, I look at the Awanda chart. Do all my analysis on the Awanda chart and just use the futures chart just to execute. Okay, I use the futures chart just for execution. So there's no problem. Yo, Cash, how's it going, bro? Alright, guys, if anybody's tuning in, welcome to the stream. As always, drop a like. If you're new to the stream, drop a subscribe, put notifications on, and enjoy the session. I'm going to be live trading gold and Nasdaq today, as always. So let's get into some of this analysis. So if we look at the daily really quickly, look at the daily on gold. Daily's had a big push higher this week. Well, it started having a big push higher. You can see from the open to that push, it had like a 300 tick push, and now it's retracing a little bit. So something I'm interested on gold is, could this be enough liquidity? You know, look at this. Could this be enough liquidity that we've pushed up and taken, look, to now start having that pullback on gold? You know, maybe pushing down lower into some levels below market. Potentially, okay? Potentially. Like I say, I don't trade with a daily bias, okay? I don't trade with a daily bias. I stay open to both sides of the market 90% of the time, okay? 90% of the time, I'll stay open to both sides of the market. But it's always good to have a look at the higher time frame just to see if there's anything in the way. Sorry guys, I was just reading a comment. Yeah, it's always good to have a little understanding of what the higher time frame is doing. Okay, so it's not all about looking at lower time. I always have a little scan of the daily and the 4 hourly, only for about 20-30 seconds, just to see how it closes and just to see if there's any good daily targets that I can look to take out for runners. You know, if I get a nice trade, I can get some nice runners into them daily targets. However, looking at the daily here, there's not much other than for sells. We've got some daily wick lows here. Other than that, there's nothing to really look at on the daily. Okay, in terms of ranges, something that I'm looking at on gold for ranges is buys back above this level here, 33.66. You can see that we've created recent resistance here and recent resistance here. Okay, so for me, I'm going to be looking for buys above this level. That looks like some face. But I'm going to be looking for buys above this level if it gives me targets. If there's no targets, I won't be looking to trade. For continuation sells down with this overall momentum, like I say, not much has been created yet. And it's actually getting quite tight in here. And the structure's actually starting to form quite tight within like this range for now. So I'm going to mark out this range because we've got some recent resistance and acting as support now. I'm going to mark out this range and just see which way we break out, okay? I'm going to see which way gold wants to break out. Yeah, it's only a 30-tick range, but if you look at the structure, this is where the structure's forming. You know, I'm not one to use very tight ranges like 20 to 30-tick ranges, but I'm also big on trading what I see. I'm very big on trading what I see and not what I feel. So if gold gives me a 30-tick range, I'm going to use it because that's what the market's giving me at the time. If it gives me a bigger range in the next hour and I have to move it to a 60, 70-tick range, so be it, okay? But for now, I have to use what I have in front of me, and it's from 33.63 to 33.66. Okay, so I'll see how we break out. If it breaks above this level, like I say, you know, let's say we break above here. You know, I've got some like 15, 20 ticks into them highs, and then I can look to trade gold a little bit higher. But like I've already said, it is a tight range. But with what structure I've got, that's what I've got, okay? Is there a way to collab? Just drop me a DM on Instagram. I'll see what sort of thing you're talking about. Sell gold. Do you think about it? You just took a sell on gold? Nothing's telling me for sells on gold just yet. I'm gonna be very neutral right now in this range. I'm not gonna be doing anything. I'm gonna wait for that high probability breakout, personally. If it breaks above, I'll look to take some buys. If it breaks below, I'll look to take some sells into the liquidity. Okay. Tyler, look like you've had some really good news today, lad. Oh, me? Really? Why? Because I'm buzzing? I'm always the same. I'm always happy. Is that what you mean? Or do you just mean, I don't know. To be fair, I've just got a nice coffee from next door, so I'm happy. Always happy with coffee. Aspen, I'm also in sells. Yeah, there's nothing for me on sells just yet. What would confirm sells for me is closes below here. If I can get a closure below this prior resistance, I'm going to look to take sells into these lows down here. Yeah, I'm going to be looking to take sells down into here. Just to continue that move down. And then runners, if runners want to go further, down in here. Okay? So there's some good structure down there to trade into too. So all I really need is that bearish closure, really. Bearish closure out of this range, and I'll look to take entry. Yo, yeah, Ashton, how's it going, mate? Welcome. Big sell zone, 69 and 74. 69, 74. Potentially. And like I say, if I get a closure above my range, I'm happy to buy into some highs and buy into some levels if I've got good targets. If there's no targets, I'll just leave the trade. Simple as that. But there definitely could be some very nice buys and sells in the session. Like I say, I've only taken one trade today. One break-even trade. But members have crushed these sells on gold. And they took these sells on Nasdaq, which was nice. But like I say, I was away from the chart for a couple of hours this morning. Was there a valid sell entry in London session on gold? Yes, there was, mate. And it was good to see that the members in the community actually capitalized on this sell too. It was basically some of the members had a range on gold. I'm going to mark it up with a shaded box. They had a range on gold like so. And once this red candle took the high and rejected this level, this is where a few of them actually took a short position. And yeah, look at the push down. It was just a very, very nice rejection of the level. Bearish closure in that sort of range, obviously. But it's a half risk entry for me. And it's a half risk entry for anybody in the team who's trading the playbook. Oh, what's this? Sorry, notification. Notification came up, guys. Sorry. Jet fuel kicking in there. Yeah. Hi, Joe. Hi. Yeah. Like I say, I've just had an hour drive back from Manchester. So I thought I'd get a coffee before I started the stream. We're good. We're good. But yeah, this was a very valid entry. Also, there was another valid entry up here with a rejection of this level. So I'll tell you what, on gold today, there's been some great entries. If you've been on the chart and the London session's your time, there's been like 2 or 3 entries that you could have taken. I took the entry that hit me break even. It's just a pity. I'm not going to complain about it. Just move on to the next trade. But like I said, I did take a long trade. It hit me break even and then it pushed. Okay, but like I say, we'll see what the rest of New York brings. Yeah, Natalie, how's it going? How's it going? Good man. Yeah, Darren, how's it going, mate? Good to see you. Welcome. Welcome to the stream, mate. Has everyone seen the new trade breakdown that I posted, by the way? Who's seen the new trade breakdown that I posted? Let me know what you think. Do you like it? Do you like that style of video? Let me know. How many contracts do you use on a full risk? On my instant, so on my 150k instant account, I'll use maybe like 3 to 4 contracts on a full risk and like 2 contracts on a half risk. Yeah. Yeah, like 2 to 3. 3 to 4 on a full risk and then, you know, 1 to 2 on a half risk. That's the sort of risk management that I've got on that account. 150k account. Just took a small half risk on Nas. Nice, beautiful. Let's have a look. Yeah, let's break down Nas now. Gold's been broken down. Let's break down Nasdaq. So where would my range be on Nas? Simple as this. Like I say, nice level here. That's my recent resistance. You can see price reacting from this level as recent resistance. Does it make sense to the left? Yes, it does. There's some support there. This level's fine. If I get a closure back above this level here, I'm going to be looking to take Nasdaq long into these highs. Okay, obviously there's some structure in the way, so I am going to watch that level. However, like I say, if I get that closure, I'll be looking to trade into these 2 targets. So that is Nasdaq for buys. In terms of sells, I've got a level here marked up. You can see resistance now acting as support to the left. Closes below here, I'm going to be looking for trades down into these lows. Like with the buys as well, we've got some level here to watch out for. So I'm just gonna delete that and delete that. Keep it clean like this, and I'll be trading this range and these targets on Nasdaq. Okay, simple as that. Very, very clean price action here. Open to both sides, and yeah, we'll see what presents on Nasdaq. If anyone's got any questions as well, feel free to put a question in the comments anytime. Okay. But yeah, if this 30 can get... Oh, the 30 half risk cash. The 30 half risk here was super clean. Wow, what a trade. That's textbook half risk entry. Yeah, I'd be break even now looking for this play down. Yeah, super textbook clean entry there. Can't go wrong with that, mate. Let me turn this. Yeah, that's nice. Very clean. You open to trade Nasdaq or gold? Both, Rob. Either. Whatever sets up, I'll take. Yeah, whatever sets up, I'll take. Yeah, great stuff, Cash, mate. Beautiful trade. Gold going good. Let's have a look at gold really quickly. Yeah, gold could break below the range. But I'm interested in Nasdaq now. Nasdaq's looking a lot cleaner. If Nasdaq can break below this level, I'm happy to take some sells. Andy, yeah, bro, I have a like and comment. Perfect, guys. Yeah. Anybody who's not seen the new video, there's a lot of value in the new trade breakdown. It's basically a step-by-step to how I take one entry. Okay, you'll like I say, if you don't understand how I actually trade, it's quite simple with levels and targets. Just go and have a look at the recent YouTube video that I uploaded yesterday. You know, drop a comment if you like it, and yeah, nice one. New trade breakdown's good. Lovely. Perfect. Gold is pushing, yeah. I like Nasdaq. Gold's not as clean. I'd rather trade Nas here, to be fair. I'm watching this closure. I'm watching this 30 and 15 potential closure to take Nasdaq down. Okay. Can you look at gold? I've already brought gold down, mate. Basically, I'm watching this range here. Simple range. If it closes below, I'm going to be looking to trade into these, like this structure down here. Simple as that. I was eyeing up that, just not taking two half-risk trades back to back. Yeah, fair enough, bro. Yeah, fair enough. I'm happy to... I've already taken a little risky trade as well this morning, so I'm just going to sit on my hands and wait for the potential full risk impulse on Nasdaq here. I mean, if this can close bearish below this level, you've got a re-entry. I've got a re-entry below this level. Because these targets are the same. But this is the sort of point where it's hit or miss. If it's going to break and close below here, I think these targets below are very clean. If it's going to reverse, it's going to close back above this level, and I can look for buys. Oh, my chart froze. One sec, guys. One sec. Right, we're back. There you go. Yeah, it's because I had two. It's because I had two. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, we're back on. Yeah, it's just because I had two browsers open. I just needed to delete one. It focused on one of them by accident. But yeah, so this level here now. So anybody in the Nasdaq short from here, the half risk 30-minute short, for me, I would be looking to manage at this level, because this is the point where price could either reverse, okay, and push back up, okay, because we're at a big level. Price could come into this level, reverse, and come back to like near where entry is. I don't want to risk that. I don't want to risk keeping full stop loss on this entry here. I'll personally just go break even and then wait for the closure, because that closure will then give me more information. If it closes below, I can look for sells into the structure. If it rejects and closes above, well, I can switch it to buys. So like I said, I'm staying neutral. I'm in the trade, but I'm staying neutral to both sides depending on which way it wants to break out. Okay. Cheers for likes, guys. Nice one. Thanks for everyone for tuning in. Let's have a look at Goldie. Yeah, gold's breaking below levels here. Yo, Paul, how's it going, mate? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're good. Yeah, so like I say, if I was in this, like I say, break even's fine here. If you want to take a little partial, I mean, that's where I'd be taking partials for sure. Nice push to the downside here on NQ. And it'd be this 30-minute closure now, which would be the sort of direction that I'd be looking to take NQ on. Okay, like closes below here, re-entry for sells from this initial entry are fine for me. That's what I'm going to be looking for. Let's have a look at gold again. Yeah, gold's actually breaking below. 30 minutes probably the thing I'll have to wait for on gold. There's no valid 15 entry, really. Depends how it closes. There's a valid 15 entry, but it's not super clean. I'll just see how it closes now. See how the 15 closes. If it closes bearish with some targets, like there's some structure to trade into, like down here, I'll trade it. I prefer Nasdaq. I think Nasdaq's got more room to push down. And cleaner ranges. I'll see. I'll see. I might take a little stab at sells if it closes below this range. I mean, the next area is probably this sort of low where price could push into. You've just had a letter from top one. Oh, nice. Have they sent you a letter? I never got one of them. I actually never got one of them. It must have been because I was like one of the first to use it. That they just forgot about us. Or they just, I don't know, they probably it went missing or something. But yeah, I never got that. Nice though, isn't it? I've seen a lot of people getting them letters. It's good. It's good to get like a handwritten thank you. Is it handwritten? I think it is. I think it's like a handwritten thank you, which is cool. I'm still waiting for my 5k hat from Top Step. So when you get a 5k payouts with Top Step, they give you a hat, a Top Step hat. I'm still waiting for it. So I need my letter from Top 1 and I want my Top Step hat. You waiting for a retest? Not exactly, mate. No. I just need to give it time to form a top wick and flip down. Yeah, I'm only going to be trading micro gold on my instant account. I'm up, on these instant accounts, I'm up like 2k on each of them for the week, so I don't need to over-risk. Especially how close them targets are now. I think it's gonna have maybe like a sweep down before pushing up. What are you thinking, Naz or Gold? I'm just going to see which one closes and gives me a better top wick for entry. Like I say, I'm open to both, but I'll only take the one that gives me a better entry candle. Whichever one wants to give me a valid, better entry, I'll take that one. I thought the hats were all... Are they? Only for those in America, really? Ah, that's annoying. Yeah, maybe. I submitted it. That's probably why they didn't send it. Sick, that might just get an instant for the sake of a letter. Nice one. Yeah, I'm going to be watching both here. There's 2 valid entries on gold and Nasdaq. I'm just going to see which one gives me the better top wick. I'll stick to... Has gold taken them, Lord? How many ticks into them laws? Yeah, gold's not worth it, but Nasdaq is. So if Nasdaq can give me a top wick, I'll look to enter Nasdaq sells. On the wick, yeah, or like near the level. It depends. It depends how it top wicks. So I need like, if it top wicks and then flips, my stop loss will go above here. I don't mind it. I don't mind sells here. 30's looking bearish. Owlie's got 45 minutes left. That's the only problem. Probably just look to sell it into this level. Like sort of a range to range. I don't love it, but I'm going to get a little stop sell for 5 on. Da-da-da. Yeah, I've got a sell stop in on here, just because it's brought below this range that I was interested in selling below. I'm looking for it to continue down. If it makes more of a top wick, like, if it starts pushing even higher, I'll just cancel. If it starts pushing, like, up, I don't know, like, up here, into this sort of structure above, then I'll just cancel it. I want it to kind of, like, start flipping down quite quickly. Da-da-da-da. Do I just use sell stop market? Yeah, you do. Basically, if you just want to put in a sell stop, you just put sell stop and then 5. So that's what I'm using. I'm just using half risk on these accounts. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to cancel this order in a second. Maybe what's gold saying? Maybe gold. Gold's not bad. I just don't like how it's got the targets are super close, like 5 ticks. I'm just going to leave this in for a second. If it starts rejecting now, because obviously it's coming to another level here. If it starts rejecting, I'm happy to hold it. Yeah, this is the micro Nasdaq chart. Ignore. I don't, like I said, I don't ignore anyone. If I can see the question and it makes sense to answer it on a trading live stream, I'll answer it. If it's something totally not to do with a YouTube live stream or doesn't make sense to talk about on a live, like, I don't know, something personal, then I won't answer it, if that makes sense. What the numbers for? What do you mean the numbers? Do you mean when I stop sell here, all these are different sizes. So if you do like a stop buy, you've got all these sizes here. So this is a 1. So 1 micro, 2 micros, 3, 4, 5 micros, 10 micros, 15 micros. So obviously the more micros you trade, the higher the risk. Yeah, I'm going to cancel this order. It was worth putting it in. Yeah, it was worth putting it in. It was a valid trade to have in. It was a valid entry to have in. It closed below the range. Swept liquidity above on the 15 and 30. It's just one of them. Saying that, the 15 actually didn't take liquidity as it closed below. Could have dodged a bullet there, to be fair. If anything, it was the 30 closure that I was wanting. Have you entered a sell? No, no sell, because it hasn't flipped bearish. That's how I prevent fake outs. I always use sell stops and buy stops. So I have a sell stop down here. One sec. I have a sell stop down here. I'll only get executed when the candle, this green candle, flips bearish and starts breaking below. Okay. So, no, I'm not executed in this chart, in this trade, because there's no direction. That's how you prevent fake outs. Use sell stops and buy stops. It's one way to help. What's the difference between macros and normal? So basically, if I head over to my top one account here, macro is the MNQ. Okay? And if you go on to, if you just put NQ, that's just normal Nasdaq. That's the mini. Okay? So if you, one NQ contract is 10 MNQ contracts, micros. So if you want to use, say, 20 micros, that's the same as using 2 on just the NQ chart, okay? It's basically just a 10th. The micro is just a 10th size of what the normal is, okay? Can we use the bottom of that last 15? Yeah, if it rejects now, for me, yeah. So if this candle pushes up and rejects now, I'll just simply move my range like so. That's nice. I like that. And it makes sense to the left, look. Support, support, acting as support here. So yeah, this makes sense, Darren, for sure. Yeah, if the 30 can get back above this level, for sure. That's the next one. If the 30 can get back above here, then yeah. That's the next, if the 30 in 7 minutes gets above here, I'll be looking for sells. Gold's just too close to targets for me. Look at that, too close to targets, it reverses. Imagine getting taken into this trade. 40 ticks in drawdown. Yeah, 30 longs on Nasdaq could be really nice. Lock in here, everyone. There could be a nice long trade on Nasdaq into these highs up here. Yeah, if you haven't dropped a like and you haven't subscribed, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. Let's crush 25 likes as well. Let's crush 25 likes. Um 30, yeah, 30 could be nice here. On gold, thank you, makes sense. Natalie, enter too fast again? How? There was literally no entry here. There was no flip or anything. You know, look at the minute candle. The minute candle closed here. There's no way you can even get a short for a sell stopping on that. This is the minute time frame. This is where the minute closed. There's no way you could have even taken a sell. Did your market execute, Natalie? I'm guessing your market executed. Like, there was no way I could have got a sell stop in there. Well, I got a sell stop in, but there was no way I could have been entered in. It was nowhere near. Nowhere near the flip price. Stop loss below the wick on NAS? Well, it depends. If I get a closure above here, like this, I'll simply just wait for a bottom wick and flip higher, like that. And then my buy will go on the flip of that candle. Stops will go below the level. I'll be looking for the push higher. Like this. If it, like in an ideal world. Like I say, we don't know how this candle's going to close. To be honest with you, just look, all you need to really do is look at the minute candle. If you look at the minute chart, the closure was here. And look at the candle, it instantly pushed up. Like, if anything, sell stops went in here, but your sell stops down here. It's nowhere near. There's no chance after a minute price would have even taken you in. There's no, literally, if you're on, especially if you're on top step and top one. Oh, cheers for likes, guys. Smashed it. 21 likes. Appreciate you all. Appreciate it. Let's have a look at gold. Oh, gold. Maybe take some longs here as well. This could be nice. This could be a nice long here. Like I said, I'm only using small risk on these accounts now because I've made a good... I'm up like 4,000 on these accounts for the week. There's no need to over risk, but we'll see. Okay, got you. Nice, yeah, nice. Think I market... Yeah, you must have market executed, Natalie. Have a look at your orders. You must have market executed because I don't see any entry personally. However, it's all good. Just learn from it and move on. Like, there's nothing bad about it. So if this 30 closes bullish here, I'm going to be looking for some longs. Hopefully. If it closes strong, that is. We will see. We will see. Because it's basically taken all this liquidity. It's rejected multiple levels. That could be enough for it to, you know, wanting to start push higher. I wouldn't mind taking some buys, to be fair. Hourly could start pushing as well. Something like, how many ticks is that? Into that wick fill? 20 ticks, not bad. Yeah, what a rejection. Very nice rejection. Nasdaq as well. Nasdaq could potentially push and break below this low. I'm just going to look to take gold into these highs, really. Yeah, I'm just going to try and take gold into these highs. If it can close strong on this 15, that is. Like I say, I'll only be using small risk because it's really within this range that I had marked out before. Let's get the GC chart up now. I don't need the Nasdaq chart. See how it closes. I need that strong candle closure on the 30. I can't be having any bearish closure. Yeah, Nas could, but look at the stop loss now, Darren. There's not been a flip. And the stop, like, we've got a minute for it to flip. And the stop loss is like 45 points for a potential 30-point TP. It doesn't make sense because the risk to reward on that first target is like less than half a risk to reward. Or 0.7 or something. Cheers for subscribers as well, guys. Smashing the subscriber button. Appreciate it. Almost at 1.4k. Amazing. Amazing. Yeah, I need that 30 bullish closure. Simple as that, mate. 30 bullish closures needed for sure. Yeah, the 15's closed bullish, to be fair. So I could take a 15 entry. I just need to assess the bottom wick. I just need to assess the bottom wick. If it can bottom wick, then yeah, maybe take some longs. Based off this 15-minute entry. Like I said, I'd have to manage at this level. I'd have to manage at this level because basically we're just within that range. We've faked out of this range. But like I said, I need a bottom wick and then I need a decent flip higher. It doesn't matter because if the 15 pushes and the 30 pushes now to the upside, I'll just take the hourly. Hourly is still valid. Let's have a look at. I know a few guys were looking at in the community. We're looking at ES. We're looking at Nasdaq yesterday. Let's have a look at Nasdaq. Nah, not much on Nasdaq either just yet. See, gold's being choppy now. Look at that, straight down 30 ticks. What did 5 close like? Nah. ES has more volume. ES, yeah. Ben and a couple of others put it in the chat yesterday about ES. I was surprised to see how clean some of the trades were. I think some of the guys are going to maybe be using it. I don't know. I'm not. I haven't got much data on S&P, so I'll stick to gold and Nasdaq. To be fair, I took a banger on Nasdaq. I took a banger on Nasdaq yesterday on stream. We took some sells on Nasdaq on stream yesterday. Where are we? Here. This push down. Where are we? One sec. Nas. Where are we? Here. Yeah, beautiful. This play down here. Bang. Probs. Yeah, I'm probably just going to wait for a breakout here, to be fair now. Going to wait for a breakout of this range on gold. You can see recent resistance, recent support. All I can do now is wait for a breakout. Moves identical to NAS 90% of the time. Really, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Let's have a look. ES on the 15. On the 30. Bearish, a little bit bullish. NQ. Yeah, not bad. It's not. I mean, the last two candles are quite identical. Yeah, I've never traded ES and Nasdaq like in together. I've only ever traded gold and Nasdaq. I mean, this 15 could push higher, but I'm not convinced in this range right now. I'm just gonna mark this up, okay? I'm gonna mark this up. See how it plays out. 15-minute half risk entry here. If it flips bullish from here, okay? Guys, get in the comments. How's your day been today? How many trades have people taken today? Are they up, down, break even? Let me know how your day's been. See, I'm not, yeah, that's the thing. That's why I'm not taking this trade. There's just so much in the way of gold pushing higher just yet. You know, when it breaks above this sort of range, there's a lot more clearance higher. Not many targets, but there's a lot more clearance. Just need to wait for that breakout now. See, look at Nasdaq. Nasdaq's chopping as well. Clean ranges now. Clean range. I just need a breakout. Gold is going mad. Yeah, it's just sideways for now, mate. Yeah, 100%. That's why I'm not taking it, mate. Now it's pushed down, you know, 30 ticks. It's pointless to try and get 15 ticks out of the market. I know that more opportunities are coming. I know that there's more trades to take. But there's no rush to... Working night shift, bro. So missed a 200 tick sell earlier on. Nah. Oof. On gold, this sell here, do you mean? Or do you mean whilst you were at work? Dun, dun, dun. %5 left to clear. Yes, nice. Dukrell, good work, man. Keep plugging away. Keep plugging away. See, look at this. Beautiful ranges. Beautiful ranges. Yeah, that sell this morning on gold were clean. Some of the members caught the sells here. Yeah, some of the members in the community caught this. It was a beautiful trade. Just a half risk rejection of the inside of the range. Level rejection. Bearish closure rejecting this level here. Bang. Within this was the range that I had marked out. I mean, it doesn't get more simple than that. It doesn't get more simple than that. Guys, bear with me 2 minutes. I'm just nipping to the toilet. I'll be back in 1-2 minutes, okay? Okay, guys, let's have a look. Have a look at the still in that same range. I see, still in that same range on gold. No breakout just yet, but we'll see. Let's have a look at Nasdaq. Yeah, Nasdaq break above could be nice. Nasdaq could still break above the range yet, especially on the hourly. You know, the hourly can break above, and I can look for them buys higher. So what the current situation with NAS and gold is, I've got clear range on both. I just need the breakout. It's as simple as that. I can't trade without a breakout. So whichever way gold breaks out, I'll be looking to try and find some valid positions. Same with Nasdaq. Nasdaq could break out too, and then I can be looking for a trade. Simple as that. Simple as it needs to be. Simple as that. How's everyone's day been though, guys? Let's get a comment if you've got any questions. Let's see how how's everyone's day been. Oh. Yeah, 15 closure below this sort of range. I can look to trade down. You know, there's even more structure down here to trade into. Let's mark up some ranges on NAS and gold. 15 on NAS. Simple as this. Simple as this. Look at that. Support, acting as support here, even a little bit of support to the left, and the same on to the upside. You can see. Clear ranges. That's all I need. Now I just need that breakout. See if I've got a valid entry. I'll take that trade. GC. Again, look how clear the ranges are on gold. Buys above this level here. Recent resistance. Maybe even up here too. But like I say, for now, this level here at 34.19 is fine. Lining up with this too. Like I say, you've got a level here. A little bit above here at 33.66. Something to watch out for. Like I say, you can break above here. You've got another level sitting up here on gold too. So it's basically staying patient and waiting for a breakout. Let gold tell me which way it wants to push. Come on, Goldie lad. Dun-dun. Has anyone taken out a top one funded 50% off whilst the deal's on? Has anyone grabbed themselves a top one funded 55% off? What do I think of VWAP? I don't trade VWAP, mate. I know it's like volume weighted average of price, but I don't really use it. Can it be good? Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to say that it doesn't work, but like I say, and like I've always said, to me, the candles will always tell me what I want to see before any indicator. You know, so if you've got like a moving average, if you've got a moving average like this, and then you get a candle closure above it, well, what's the point of the moving average or the VWAP if the candle closure is telling me everything anyway? You know, the candle closure is telling me that I've got a strong closure above, and it's also telling me that it's above this structure. So now I can look for buys. It's just, for me, it's just overcomplicating trading more than it's actually needed. Okay. So for me, yeah, it's as simple as that. The candles will always tell me everything. Even though it probably does work for people. I'm not saying it doesn't. But just for me, it's not needed. Um, 50 people tuning in. Welcome, everyone. Yeah, welcome, everyone, to the stream. Like I say, if you've got any questions, feel free to drop a question in the comments. Any question at all, just drop it in. Any trading related questions. Yeah. Looking as buy. Where did you take it from? Here? In that range. Oh, nice. I mean, I'm guessing you're in profit if you took it at the lower of the range. 30 points, not bad. I'm waiting for a break above here for buys. If I get a closure above here, I'm going to look for buys. Yeah, nice one, Owen, man. Nice one. I mean, it's a nice retest to that level. There just wasn't... For me to have seen a long here, I'd need to see a half-risk entry formation. Yeah, for me to take long here, I'd need to see a half-risk entry candle formation for the push higher. And I didn't see that, so I can't take it. If anything, it's going to be the hourly that I take the trade on. Yeah, it's going to be the hourly that I take the trade on, if anything. The hourly closure. See what happens on the hourly closure. Daniel, how's it going, mate? Welcome. How's it, bro? First time here. Yeah, Daniel, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, mate. And anybody who's just tuning in, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Make sure you subscribe and put notifications on, because I do go live every single day in the US session for 1.5 to 2 hours. So if you do want to come and tune in, take some have a look at how I trade and the trades that I take, you can feel free to tune in every day. Looking for the third leg down on NAS. Let's have a look at NAS again, sorry. I'm not looking for anything in terms of sells on NAS until it breaks below this level. Until it breaks below here. So if it breaks below this level, then I'll be looking for sells down. If it breaks above, then I'll be looking for buys. So within this range for me, on Nasdaq, I'm really not trying to get taken into anything. So I'm just waiting for that candle closure outside. Same with gold. Gold's within this range. I just need that breakout, and then I can start trading. Do I ever keep track with my win rate? Yeah, I have a journal, and I do have a win rate to calculate. Like, I do trade on top one. I do trade on top steps. It actually calculates it for you. I'd say on any of my accounts, it's from like 70 to 75%. Yeah, 70 to 75%. Sometimes it might be 60 one month it might be 65. But around 65, 70, sir. Streams popping today. Yeah, we've got 50 tuning in. Nice. Like I say, guys, it's not just a one-off that I'm going live today. I go live every single day for free. Like I said, I've got a lot of content on my page as well. You can go and take a look at my breakdowns, my previous live sessions, everything. Representing South Africa, welcome. Welcome to the stream, mate, from South Africa. Nice. Do you trade Ethereum? No, I don't trade Ethereum. No. I trade gold and Nasdaq. I can have a look at ETH really quickly. Just on the higher time frame, like the weekly. Let's have a look. Yeah, so for me, Ethereum's still the same. I think that ETH can come and push into some of these highs up here. Could it pull back first and take liquidity below before pushing higher? Of course it could. So, you know, maybe a pullback, maybe a little range. Once it breaks out of that range to the upside again, that's where I'd be looking for it to then continue that leg higher. But, like I say, I wouldn't be looking to enter anything on Ethereum now. But I don't day trade it, so I can't really give an opinion on, like, day trading Ethereum. I day trade gold and Nasdaq. But if I were going to trade Ethereum, I'd just trade it the exact same way. But them highs look nice to get taken. Check 4 hour. Where you from, bro? I'm from the UK, bro. I'm from the UK, mate. Yeah, UK. UK. Guys, where's everyone from? Where's everyone tuning in from? Let's see. Drop a comment. I think most are from the UK and Europe. But let's see. Let's see. Check the 4 hour. Yeah, I'll have a quick gander at the 4 hour. Yeah, 4 hours looking nice. Yeah, the 4 hours looking really nice. On Ethereum, not Ethereum, on NAS. I just need to get back above this range. Gets back above this range, I'll be happy to set some longs. Birmingham, nice. Ghana, nice, man, nice. Liverpool, India. Nice, India, good stuff, nice. Yo, Anton, how's it going, bro? Welcome. You're a legend. Nice one, bro. Nice to see you here. Scotland. Go on, Duncan, mate. Good seeing the stream again. Anton, bro. Yeah, one trade for me, guys. I took a break even up here on gold. I tried buying gold up here. I took a break even when it pushed into these highs. So basically, I was trying to buy into these highs. It hit my first target and then it reversed, hit me break even. So nothing lost, nothing gained. Liverpool, nice. Yeah, I know where Ashton's from. What time's New York open? New York opens at 2:30. Yeah, 2:30. So in about 40 minutes. Pre-New York. I like trading pre-New York and then like an hour or two into New York session. Do you not take partials? Yeah, of course I do, mate. I do take partials if I take like multiple contracts or multiple micros. So if I take a long, say I take a long here for like 10 micros, for example, when price comes into my first management point, I'll take 5 off and then I'll let the rest of it run. It literally all depends how many contracts I'm in for, what my risk is, how big my targets are. There's a few things that matters. Oh, did I not take partials on that trade? Sorry, mate. Yeah, no. The targets weren't... It wasn't worth to take partials, basically. What do you mean on top step? It'll be the same. It'll be the same, mate. Duncan, I've posted a video on how to enter trades on Project X. Just go and have a look through my YouTube videos, mate, on my page. There's a video how I execute on Project X. Okay? It's all there. Every single entry I break down. I break down how to manage the trade, how to take the trade off in profit, how to cut it, everything. As it closed out, 30 ticks profit. Nice. Good work, man. Nice work. Yeah, I love seeing people getting them W's. It's what it's all about. Everyone coming and winning. Yeah, I've just got a couple of monitors. I've got a MacBook as well, and I've got a camera. Yeah. It's on YouTube, Duncan. Just go onto my YouTube page, and it's me taking like $3,000 payout. But then when I take that $3,000 payout, I am... guys, what I'll do is I'll get the video, so if anybody else wants to watch it, you can do. 1 second. Or it might have been a little bit... Let's have a look when the... Let's find the video. I only did it like a month ago. It's not that video. This one here. Okay, let me... Yeah, go and check that video out. If you want to see me take a payout live... yeah, I take $3,000 payout across, well, in the week. But I also show people how to execute on this platform, Project X. A little bit, just a little bit into entries and stuff. You can go and have a look. It's quite valuable. Yeah, potentially if it bottom wicks. The problem is as well, you're coming into some structure here though. That big level that we rejected from this morning. But I'd be looking to take gold into some structure above. You know, gold into some highs up here, potentially. You know, like, if I get a closure above here, then I'd be looking to buy into there. Oh, what's Nasdaq doing? Is Nasdaq not breaking out? See, that's the thing as well. You'll see gold break out looking good, and Nasdaq does nothing, and then gold will quiet down, and Nasdaq will break out. You need to be on the ball. Sometimes. Might take a little. I don't like how there's not many targets other than this sort of structure here. I mean, not a clear cut, but it's clean. It's clean. Gold, yeah, I'm looking at gold now. Just seeing how it closes here. Nas, mark my words. Okay, famous last words from Daniel. Nasdaq will go like this, and we won't see Daniel tomorrow. Daniel won't be in the stream tomorrow. I'm only joking, bro. Potentially, like I said, I don't know what Nasdaq's going to do. All I'll do is react to what happens, what price does. So if it breaks above, I'll look for buys. If it breaks below here, then I'll look for sells. Da, da, da. FOMC today? No, there's no news today. There's actually no news today. We're news free. Wednesday, no news. The next news is, let me have a look at the calendar quickly. We've got pound news, red news tomorrow at 12. And then we've got USD news, unemployment claims at 1:30, which will be interesting. The markets will be nice tomorrow. The markets will be clean tomorrow, I think. Touch wood. Clean ranges, just not any breakout. I've got a breakout here, but is it worth trying to take some longs? Like, I don't know. Let's see how it closes here. So we've had the grab, closure potentially. What news are you looking at, Natalie? Is it high impact? No, you join me on stream whether you're right or wrong. You're right, you join me. You're wrong, you join me. Powell speaking at 12. Yeah, what a pleasure. What a pleasure. I mean, the best trading conditions when he's speaking, I'll tell you that. Potentially, like I say, all high impact news will have some effect on the market, at least. So it's just better to wait. I mean, the 5-minute confirmed on the... This is why I don't take confirmation on the near the end of the hourly. Hourly's looking very nice for a push higher here. Might take just a little scalp if it pushes. So I think that I've got some clearance. What are the highs at up there? How far away are they? 80 ticks. 80 ticks. It's just not... You know... Straight into this high here. I mean, wick fill's the only thing I can really look to trade if it closes strong enough. Deal, brother. Yeah, deal, man. Let's go. See you tomorrow, mate. Nasdaq could break out too. Nasdaq could break out. Is there streams I can join without a cam? Yeah, you can use iPhone, I think. I've used iPhone before. Like I said, I don't know if you can. I don't know if you'll be able to, but I can just using an app. Just search up iPhone camera app and you'll get a link and you can add that to the stream. Da da da. Yeah, I mean, I wanted gold. I wanted some gold buys here into that wick fill for like 20 ticks and then into them highs for like 25, but it just instantly pushed up. It's just being what it is, like. Just one of them, like, look at the price action that we've had on gold and NAS. Range, breakout, nice trade here, but I wasn't even on the charts really here. This was a nice long trade, and then literally since that push, it's just ranged. And then look at gold. Gold's just been sideways and now only just broke out. Only just broke out now. Yeah, cheers for likes, everyone. Appreciate it. 25 likes. Crush. Nice one. NAS looks way better. Yeah, NAS looks good if it breaks above. NAS is in a better position for me. Yeah, NAS is in a better position for me to start looking for entries. Like I said, I just need a closure above now. Hourly, even if the hourly gets above, I could even find some confirmation. Good stuff though. Patience always pays in trading. Remember that. Patience will always pay. Check gold. I'm on gold now, mate. I'm on gold now. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Simple as that. Bottom wick to then push into that wick fill, but it is what it is, isn't it? I did mark a stop now. Oh, nice, Natalie. Natalie got in the trade. Beautiful. I wanted the same trade. As soon as price comes into this level, that's where I'd be looking to manage. And then letting it run. It's just a pity it didn't bottom wick for me. No, Natalie, it's just the FX chart, so it's just like normal. It's just normal like on any broker. Unreleased, I'm not going to tell you what to do, bro. Like I say, you've got your own plan and strategy. If I'm trading my plan and I entered here, I'm personally looking to manage and go break even here at this level. Because this level is where price could reverse from. And then at this level, I'm then looking for, if it breaks above, closes higher for more buys. But what I'm going to be looking at on gold now is I'm going to be waiting for a break above this level. If it can close above this level, that's where I'm going to be looking for more buys on gold. Maybe on the 30 above here. Because I've got all these targets to take out up here. So I need that strong closure now. Strong close here on the 30. I'll be looking for some buys. Nasdaq's still in that range. There's literally just a range on NAS. Let's have a look at ES really quickly. I know a few like to look at ES. Yeah, ES as well. Ranging. NAS order block, be careful. I don't trade order blocks, bro. I trade breakouts, like I say. I don't consider order blocks. fair value gaps. I don't consider any other concepts that's not to my strategy. But yeah. Da da da. And this is why I love my strategy so much. This is the exact reason why I love trading my range strategy and being open to either side, is because I see it all the time on TikTok, Twitter, whatever social media. And the thing with, like, for example, ICT traders or traders who have this, you know, think they've got the market with the algorithm, whatever, they're so attached to a bias and they're so emotionally attached to a trade that if they do think it's going to, say, push higher from here, they'll be so attached to it that price will do this and they'll just keep buying. And they're trying to predict a huge move instead of trading what the market's telling them. And for me, just being open to both sides, like I am, is just way more peaceful. And, you know, my execution's just a lot better and a lot easier. I'm a lot more clear with what I want to see in the market. I know exactly what I want to see. I know exactly where I want to see it. And I know exactly what I want to do when I've entered a position. Yeah, so buys above here would be clean. Buys above here would be very nice. You know, if it closes strong above here, let's say it closes like this, and then that range into that, yeah, 40 ticks is perfect. Yo, man's... No, not you, bro. I mean, just in general. I don't know what you trade. I don't know what you trade, mate. I mean, gold buys. Yeah, I like sells. I like sells on gold too. Just need to stay patient today. This week, this month. You know, it's August. There's no need to throw everything away. No gains need throwing away. Decent ranges here, though. You into rugby, G? No, bro, I'm not into rugby. I'm into football a little bit. Yeah, I used to like I say, I went to Asia for 2 months. I was really into football, and then I went to Asia, and it's like the time zones are like off. You can't really watch football at like 3 in the morning. So yeah. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. By the way, guys, I'm just curious who was here yesterday and saw me take the Nasdaq trade sells. Who was here for that trade? What were you doing in Asia? No, I was trading and traveling. I was living in Asia for like, Asia, Bali, yeah, for a couple of years, just travel and trading. Living that free life, mate, with trading. Getting them payouts. You know, like I say, just basically trading a couple of hours a day or a couple of hours in a session, then enjoying the travel life. Like I say, I went to a lot of places, basically everywhere in Thailand, most places in Vietnam, a few places in Bali, nowhere crazy, just like Canggu and Seminyak and stuff. Me, bro, Ashton, nice work, man. Nice work. Hourly looks nice to push higher. How long have I been trading? I've been trading for about 7 years now, mate. I started trading when I was 18. I'm now 25. Yeah, so I've been trading for like 7 years, but I wasn't profitable for 7 years. I've only been profitable for about 3 years now. You know, I failed for like 3.5 years. I was here yesterday. Oh, nice. Where was you? In Bali? Oh, sorry. I mean, I thought you meant traveling. Do you mean for the Nasdaq trade, Catrice? Nice. Yeah, that was a textbook trade. That Nasdaq trade that we took on stream yesterday was very, very clean. Very. It actually pushed so much further as well. That was for anybody wondering, on stream yesterday, I took a sell on Nasdaq, and it was look at the push, and that is just patience. I'm not trading within this choppy price action here, waiting for the breakout, waiting for the rejection, and look at the push. What a move that is. What sort of travel visa? Just the tourist entry one. So I like I say, you can get up to like 3 months. So you can do a visa online and you can get 3 months on a travel tourist visa. So like I say, if you do travel visa in Thailand, Vietnam, Bali, you've almost got a year. You've basically got a year there in them 3 different countries, just doing tourist visas. But like I say, if I went again, I probably wouldn't do a tourist visa. I'd probably do a proper visa. Yeah, you was here for the Nas trade. Great stuff. Good work. Catrice, nice one. I don't think Bali needs a visa. No, it depends how long you're staying, mate. It really depends how long you're staying. I think a lot of people, guys, I think a lot of people are going long. I think a lot of people are going long here on gold and getting trapped. Yeah, I think a lot of people are getting trapped on gold here. And I don't want to be the guy to get trapped. Why are they getting trapped? Well, simple as this. Price is coming into a level. They don't see the level. And they're going long at the level. Price is pushing down to grab liquidity before pushing higher. Simple as that. Yeah, there's so many different visas you can get, but when I first went traveling, I was just touring. So basically, it was just me, my MacBook. Like I said, I met some trader friends when I was there. And yeah, it was class. VWAP rejected. Nice. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. That's why I stay out of positions, guys. That's what keeps me out of getting faked out. Anybody going long up here has just been faked out of this prior range. Not understanding that we're at another level. Anybody who bought the breakout up here, well, look, they've just been, prices rejected this level, and now it's reversing. Great work. Another concept keeping us out of jail. VWAP. I've actually never used VWAP. It could be a nice thing. I know that the top step chart has it on when you go to execute. See, look at Nas. Nas ES's broke out here. Is there any valid entry? Let's have a look. I mean, yeah, there is a valid entry if the 15 can close out here. Not the 15, the 30. 15's not valid, but the 30 could be valid. How are the Asian countries in general? Great. Nice people, good food, good weather. Like I say, it's very humid. Vietnam and Thailand, very humid. Bali as well, very humid, but you're right when you've got air conditioning. It's better than the cold anyway. But yeah, I loved it. I love my time in Thailand. I'm in the UK for another 3 months. 3 months and then I'll be leaving again, but it's not been bad. The summer in the UK has not been bad. The weather's been decent, to be fair. Like, you can't really complain with the... Like I say, it's coming out of, you know, August. You'd think it'd still be nice, but... I mean, I don't mind a couple of months of bad weather before I jet off again somewhere. But you need to remember that that is what trading gives you. Trading gives you that freedom. Trading gives you that freedom. So if you can master trading and get regular payouts, you know, 1 to 2 payouts a month, or 1 to 2 payouts every 2 months, you know, you can fund that travel. Like I say, guys, if you do want to join the Discord community mentorship, I've just put !mentorship in the thing. The link will come up now from the bot. You can join the community with that link. Press that link. It'll take you to my website. There you go. I've just pinned the message as well. Head over to my website. You can get inside the community today. Learn the full strategy. Access the daily members Zooms in London session. All the recorded content. Everything. Okay, weekend webinars, trade breakdowns, private chats, private channels, everything. Yeah, it must have closed. Yeah, you do need the bearish closure. Half risk, you need the bearish closure. That's correct. If anything, I'm going to be looking at ES. Maybe a little ES entry on the 15 here. Just for a little... If I had a combine, I'd definitely be looking to take it. Nice breakout. Da, 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 da. Yeah, it's rejecting that level. I just need to wait for a bearish closure for that, though. Are S&P and NAS the same? No, but they move quite similar. Yeah, they move the same. They aren't the same, but they do move quite similar. I've just got this range on gold for now. I'm not really doing much until I get a break above. Like I say, I've got my range here. Let me just delete this. Delete this. I've got my range here. I've got my targets as well, really. Targets are down here at this sort of structure. Targets are above. And then, yeah, I can look to trade if I get that breakout. Other than that, I can't really. Same with Nasdaq. I just need the breakout. London session gave a lot of entries today. There was a lot of good entries in London session. You know, if you look at gold, look at this. There was an entry here that I took. There was an entry here on the half risk. There was an entry here. There was an entry here. Okay, so the London session gave like 4 or 5 entries. And it was good to see the members actually capitalize on London volume. You know, the London volume was good for a change. And the entries were good. Coming into the US, I'm just still waiting for a breakout. $200 profit? Nice. Monitoring the markets, dope live. Yeah, you too, Daniel, bro. See you tomorrow, hopefully. See you tomorrow, mate. Yeah, that is the reason. That is the reason. They both contain ES and Nasdaq. They do contain both the similar companies. Yeah, that's why they do move quite similar. Like I said, not every single company is the same, or they'd be the same, but yeah, they do contain a lot of the similar companies. What time are we on? 20 past. 20 past. See, I'd like to get another W for the stream, but I can't force anything. It was good to take a win yesterday. But like I say, if I don't see anything, I'm just not going to force it, unfortunately. That's something I'm big on with me, and it's something that I'm big on with the guys in the community. And that's why, at the end of the day, that's why I get the results like I do. And that's why members in the community actually come into the community and start seeing results. It's because the patience and the plan. You know, the plan and the patience come hand in hand. If you're patient with the plan, you'll start seeing the results. Okay? If you're not patient, I don't care what plan you trade in, you're not going to see results. Okay? So 1 to 2 trades a day, 1 to 2 valid trades a day, and you're cool. I'm getting so much better at being patient. I'm only trading like $10 higher. Oh, good. Yeah, Natalie, that's what it's all about. Just keep that patience up and you'll get better over time. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll have a look at GJ and then I'm going to end the stream here. Let's have a look at GJ. Very wicky today, GJ. Look at these wicks. This is some choppy volume, to be fair. Yeah, and Angie, if anything, all I can really do is mark out some highs and lows on GJ. Got some lows down here. I've got some highs up here. I'd just be waiting for a range to form now. Yeah, wait for some range to form. Maybe something like this. You know, oh, sorry. Maybe something like this. Let's say that price does this. Gives you a range. Then I can start looking to trade GJ. There's nothing clean in terms of ranges just now. Let that price action develop. And then you've got targets to trade into here. Okay? But for now, sit back. Wait for that range to form. Then you're fine to start looking for entries. Well, if it sets up to if it sets up to the rules and the plan. Like I said, there's no clear range on the 15 and 30 yet. But there's targets. There's targets. You could say we all got big patience and plan. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Guys, I'm heading off anyway. Tucker, absolutely correct. Patience equals pips. And let's crush it. I'll be in the community now. Like I say, if you want to join the community, the link is pinned in the chat. The link is pinned in the chat. Click that link. Get signed up in the community. Anybody in the community, I'm going to go and be active in the chats now. I'll get through all the questions. Let's trade the rest of the New York session there. And I will, if anything sets up, that is. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, guys. But yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure. Anton, in a bit, mate. Dear Ashton, in a bit. Everyone, trade safe. And see you tomorrow, same time. Like I say, go and check out that new YouTube video I've put on. Drop it a like. Drop me a subscribe. See you in the next one. Peace out. Bye-bye.
Amen.